In the year 2010, in the city of Sri Ganganagar, Rajasthan, I invested 1 lakh rupees and purchased 200 square meters of land. The price of that land was just 5 rupees per square meter back then. But what if, instead of buying land, I had invested that 1 lakh rupees in Bitcoin? You won't believe it. Today, that investment would have been worth 10,000 crore rupees. This raises a crucial question. If investing in Bitcoin can turn Indians into millionaires, why is the Indian government against it? Let's uncover the science behind Bitcoin and understand how cryptocurrency actually works. But first, let's understand something fundamental. Where does money get its value from? For example, when I buy a car, I pay money to the company in exchange for something valuable, a vehicle that helps me travel faster and more comfortably. In short, we only give money when we get something valuable in return. But thousands of years ago, money didn't exist. People used the barter system, exchanging goods for goods. If person A had extra bananas and person B had extra apples, they would trade. But this system had a major flaw. Imagine you have a goat, and I have a cat. You might not want a cat in exchange for your goat. This led to unfair trade. To solve this, humans moved to precious metals like gold and silver, which held value for everyone. As civilizations progressed, gold became the standard currency. But carrying gold was difficult. Governments then introduced paper money, which represented gold deposits in banks. Eventually, governments removed the gold standard and declared that the value of money is based on trust in the government. That's why, if you look at an Indian currency note, it says, "I promise to pay the bearer 1,000 rupees," signed by the RBI governor. This promise gives our money value, but as technology advanced, people moved away from physical cash and started using digital transactions, Google Pay, Paytm, and online banking. Let's say I go shopping and want to buy a pair of shoes worth 4,000 rupees. I scan the shop's QR code with Google Pay and send the payment. But what happens in the background? First, my bank checks if I have 4,000 rupees in my account. If I do, the bank deducts that amount and adds it to the shopkeeper's account. This entire system is centralized, meaning banks and governments have full control over our money. The problem? If the government decides they can demonetize notes overnight, like they did with 500 rupee and 1,000 rupee notes in 2016, they can also print unlimited currency, causing inflation. Worst of all, our hard-earned money, kept safely in banks, can be misused by fraudsters like Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya. To solve this issue, in 2008, an unknown person or group called Satoshi Nakamoto introduced a revolutionary idea: Bitcoin. Satoshi published a paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, proposing a system where no bank or government would control money. Instead, every transaction would be verified by a network of users. Today, there are over 10,000 cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin is the most famous and widely used. To understand Bitcoin's working, let's go back to our shoe example. Instead of paying 4,000 rupees via Google Pay, I transfer 1 Bitcoin directly to the shopkeeper. But who records this transaction since there's no bank? Here's the genius part. Every Bitcoin user in the network maintains a shared ledger of all transactions. This ledger is called the blockchain. In a blockchain system, instead of one central authority, transactions are verified by multiple users called miners. Once a transaction is verified, it gets added to a block, and this block joins a chain of previous transactions, hence the name blockchain. The beauty of this system? It's decentralized, transparent, and secure. No single entity can manipulate transactions. But if Bitcoin is so revolutionary, why is the government against it? Well, that's a topic for another video. Do you think Bitcoin is the future of money? Comment below with your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing insights into the world of finance and technology.